Hello everyone, my name is Alfian Arissaputra. I'm from Telkom University and I'm from class finance GAB 47. Uh, Now I want to share about the paper of the ownership structure adjustment speed, total target leverage, and CEO power by for 2024. So for the first one, For the first one is object overview. What is the object overview? There was the contribution to the limited body of literature on the relationship between ownership types and SOA, particularly in Vietnam's. Second one, consideration of the dual role of book leverage and market leverage for comprehensive understanding. And for the last one, in this slide, exploration of how CEO power mitigates the negative effect of state and foreign ownership on leverage adjustment. So this is for the review, the research from the professional, The research for the first one in here, there was the research heavily focused on the Vietnam's market, particularly its unique characteristics such as incomplete privatization and recent foreign investment policies on accessible data and case from Vietnam may lead to bias, making the findings less applicable to market with different ownership structure or characteristic. By Nguyen, 2020, and OECD Vietnam Report 2023. And for the second one, the study used data spanning from 2007 to 2021 may appraise historical patterns or trend observed during this period by ACB 2020. And for the last one in the slide, this focus might overlook other equally important metrics such as a cash flow management or revenue diversification, which may also influence firms' financial health and decision-making process. So, what is for the problem formulation? How does ownership structure or state and foreign ownership influence the adjustment speed of firms toward their target leverage? And to what extent can CEO power mitigate the negative effect of such ownership structure on leverage adjustment speed in the context of Vietnam's publicly listed firms? So for chapter 2, literature review. Agency theory, state ownership and capital structure speed of adjustment, aka SOA, and state ownership, foreign ownership and capital structure, foreign ownership and speed of adjustment, aka SOA. There was a 4 review from the professional finance. For the first one from the Jensen and Menkling, to 1976. They say ownership structure, particularly the distribution of equity among various owner classes, has a significant influence on the capital structure and business decision. And for the second one, by Datwatkar 2000, he say highlight that in transitional markets we corporate governance and monitoring system in state-owned enterprise, or we can say SOEs, can hinder their performance, making creditors hesitant to lend money to this company. And next one is the speed at which firms adjust their capital structure, aka SOA, has been explored in relation to state ownership. by Kian et al. And for the last one, foreign ownership is a crucial factor influencing capital structure, especially in emerging markets by Doma 2006. So for the research methodology, the data is was the combined from 5,438 from year observation over 15 years from 2007 to 2021 of 694 business lists in the stock exchange in Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi. So the model partial adjustment, model equation 1 until 6. This is for the partial adjustment model equation 1 until 6. So first one equation, for the first one equation, represent the change in leverage, or we can say LEV, as the difference between the current and previous leverage ratio, where the adjustment depends on the speed of adjustment and the deviation from the target leverage. And the second one, equation 2, rewritten to capture the deviation from the target leverage or DEV with the speed of adjustment applied to deviation. Equation 3. Since the target leverage is unenforceable, it is predicted based on the leverage determinants. Equation 4. The role of ownership is in influencing the speed of adjustment or SOA toward the target leverage. Ownership is measured by the proportion of shares owned by the state and foreign owner at time t minus 1, t minus 1, t minus 1 with y t minus 1 representing a set of other adjustment determinant. Equation 5, incorporating ownership effect on SOA with the partial adjustment model based on both the ownership structure and the deviation from the target leverage. Last but not least, equation 6. To examine the effect of ownership on firm performance, this model tests the relationship between ownership, leverage, and firm performance. The performance is measured using various indicators like ROA, ROE, profitability, and Tobin scale. This is the variable summary. As you can see, this table presents the prescriptive statistic for all variables used in regression during the period from 2007 to 2021. And this one employs the DPOL's approach to estimate EQ5. And this one too, to test the robustness of the finding, we exclude the global financial crisis, or we can say GFC. So this is the analysis. Ownership for the first one is ownership and SOA, role of CEO power. This section explores the influence of CEO power on the relationship between ownership and the speed of adjustment of leverage, or we can say SOA, but of leverage. Okay. CEO without the dual roles or non-chairman show a more pronounced negative relationship between ownership and SOA. Then the second one, CEO with dual roles, or we can say CEO chairman. The negative impact of ownership of SOA is less noticeable in these firms, suggesting that CEO power reduce the detrimental influence of ownership on adjustment decision. And number two, relationship between ownership and firm performance. Ownership is found to be a key determinant of firm performance. The analysis show what? State and foreign ownership positively impact from performance, and then leverage. However, tends to weaken performance measured by profitability, ROE, Tobin's, and ROA. So the conclusion, on a sample of 694 Vietnam's public enterprise wait, from 2007 to 2021 finds that state and foreign ownership slow down the process of capital structure adjustment toward the target leverage. And the second conclusion, the study highlights that foreign investors in Vietnam may face challenges like information symmetry and weak investor protection, leading to hesitancy in participating in capital adjustment decision. This is the first study in the Vietnam's content to incorporate CEO traits in the analysis of ownership structure and leverage adjustment. And this is the conclusion. The table presents the regression result. And this one, and that's all from me. Thank you for listening my brief presentation. Thank you.